Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. I hope that you are doing well. You are listening to Just My Two Cents. This is my UFC recap preview show that I do every Monday. Join me, won't you? Welcome to the show. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I hope you all had a good weekend. UFC Vegas 86 took place on Saturday evening/night in Las Vegas. And then we had Super Bowl Sunday yesterday, also in Las Vegas. So yeah, it was just a big old Sin City weekend of sports action. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'm going to tell you what I thought about every single fight at UFC Vegas 86. I'm going to tell you how I did with my picks and my bets. And then I'm going to give y'all a little UFC 298 preview from my perspective and just kind of tell you what I think about the fights in general. Not going to dive too deep into it. Might give a couple. I have made a bet. I have gotten greasy already. It is an underdog. So that's about all I've done as far as gambling goes, but talk a little bit about that and just about the card in general. So UFC 298 taking place this coming Saturday in Anaheim, California. Honda Senna, baby. So yeah, big, yeah, Tupuria. So yeah, pretty good fight. The main event is pretty awesome too. Whitaker and Costa. Then you've got Ian Machado, Gary taking Jeff Neal, Henry Cejudo fighting Marab, and then I can't remember what the last one is. Lemos and McKenzie, I think. So that's a pretty good main card anyway. Not a terrible pay-per-view. So I'm sort of kind of looking forward to it. But yeah, man, this will be pretty straightforward. Just a recap and a preview. Shouldn't be a long stream, maybe 2 hours, but hope y'all enjoy it. How about them Chiefs, baby? Who didn't fucking see that coming? Not me. That definitely victorious. The powers that be were not going to miss out on the Tay-Tay and Travis Kelce embrace. They weren't going to miss out on the Ice Spice. And yeah, it was a pretty good game overall. But in the end, it happened pretty much like I thought it would. They were going to find some way to get it done. I don't know. It's tough because while I do think there is a decent argument to be made for like rigging the game for the Chiefs, I think all the narrative plays into that favor. I'd be lying if I told you that Purdy didn't look like a rookie in the second half. Great early, and then he just didn't look like the fucking guy that was going to win the Super Bowl. He just didn't look like Roethlisberger. Like Ben Roethlisberger, I'm trying to think of how many rookies have won the Super Bowl, but it just didn't look in the second half like Purdy was going to be the guy. Just like Mahomes encountered the adversity and just pushed through it, and Purdy hit the same wall, and it was just like nothing. Like there were so many feckless like weren't doing anything, and just eventually, dude, you can only do that for so long with Kansas City. Eventually, they'll get their heads out of their ass and do something at the end, and that's just they're becoming the new Patriots, where it's just like if you're a fan, you love them, and then everybody else hates them, and I'm no different. Can't stand them. They good though. They have the narrative in their favor. They have good players like Mahomes and Kelsey is a crazy link up, but I don't know, man. It just Purdy just won't that dude. It's like, yeah, Mahomes will lead them. Why were they playing so soft? They were playing such a fucking soft zone against the fucking Chiefs receivers. And it's like, you're just asking for it, dude. Let Mahomes play pitch and catch with fucking McKinnon and Kelsey. Like, all right, dude. What do you fucking think's going to happen? But it is what it is, man. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. That's why I didn't get greasy. I was real tempted to play the Niners. It looked like they had it. They looked live, and then just so flat in the second half, dude. Yeah, so that happened Super Bowl Sunday, but this stream is not about that. I just wanted to touch on. I've been talking a little bit about NFL this season, and overall, it's a pretty good season. Just very disappointed with the Cowboys. Happy that the Ravens got a playoff win. Definitely wanted them to go further, and then it just ended with it was a pretty good game. It was a Super Bowl that went into overtime, so that's usually not the worst thing for Super Bowls. God, there have been some boring ass Super Bowls, but yeah, it's just like the Chiefs winning another one at the end. It's just like, oh, God, okay, cool fucking story, but whatever. Let's start this stream off properly. As I said earlier, I'm just my 2 cents. You can follow me on Tapology. That's my record since I started my account in 2021. Not the worst predictor in the world. I think X is pretty stupid, and I mostly just use it to talk shit and try and bilk people into subscribing to my YouTube channel. But in any case, that's where you can find me on X. And then, if you like movies, that's my Letterboxd. And that's about all the social media I fucks with. Shout out and salute to the Dome. The mighty fucking Pleasure Dome. The greatest, most very exclusive group chat in the world. Shout out to the elite. My biggest supporters, man. Shout out to the homies in the Dome. Make sure you guys subscribe to my homie Aaron the Dog MMA and Movie Trivia. That's the name of his YouTube channel. He is back doing UFC breakdowns and predictions. His Wednesday night. You can find your boy there as well, and a rotating cast of characters. Make sure y'all give my dude a subscription and check out his shit, man. He is one of the real ones on here, and he knows his shit too when it comes to MMA and movies. Speaking of which, if you do like movies, like I said, follow me on Letterboxd, and also you can find myself and Aaron the Dog here every Thursday evening doing the Cosmic Countdown. That is me and Aaron counting down Labor of Love, and it's the top 10 this week, boys. So shout out to everyone that's been following it And anyone new, if you like movies, man, tune in. It's a good time. And shout out to my dude. While we're doing shout out to the boys at Pub. That's Pub Sports Radio. And a big shout out to the boys at the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. That is Pub Sports Radio's podcast that I've been blessed to be a part of these last few months, and shit, going on a year now. Download that anywhere you can: Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, etc. Closing great last episode. Sign up for the Pub Sports Radio weekly UFC Pick'em contest. It's free. It's easy to sign up for. You got to have the best picks, man. You got to have good picks to win. But if you do win, you get $100. Jeff Slaughter will give you $100, just like that. And a big shout out to this past week's winner. Pimp Slap Pod got himself a big old first pub contest victory. Shout out, salute. Fucking backhanded UFC Vegas 86. Turned it out, didn't he? So big shout out to Pimp Slap Pod. Winning that shit definitely feels good. So congrats to him, man. Sign up. It's easy. Just be a good predictor and you win $100. But I do want to make something clear. I do say some crazy shit sometimes. So I just want to make it known that anything I do say on this channel, this is just my 2 cents. These are my opinions and views, and they do not necessarily reflect the views of Aaron the Dog, Pub Sports Radio, The Dome, my moderators, anyone that I fuck with on here, on this channel. What I say, this is my opinions and views. Now, shout out to all those barrages. Let's get to the stream. UFC Vegas on ESPN Plus 94 / Pyfer versus Hermanson. That is not, I didn't just do that to be obnoxious. That is how they are breaking this shit down. It is, this past event literally went by all of those titles. Is that not fucking ridiculous? Talk about like making shit difficult to search for. Like, why are you just streamline it, man? No, everything's got to have their own little thing. What's up, Zach? Morning, afternoon, evening. It's afternoon. What's up? How was your weekend? You're just in time for the recap. So I'm going to go through every fight, tell you what I thought about it, tell you how I did with my pick or my bet, kind of what I think about it moving forward, and then we'll just go through the card, wrap it up, and press on to UFC 298. Gelato 41 is keeping your boy going today. Shout out to the Fade Company. This is a slightly sativa-leaning cultivar of gelato that I do like a good bit. It's good for streams. Keeps me not anxious, but talkative at the same time. Now, first fight. Dude, we all know what we just fucking saw. But yeah, he fucking quit, dude. Fighters are not like bitches per se, but fighters can definitely act like bitches, and they can definitely fight like bitches. And that was some bitch made shit. Arichi Lang was a bitch for doing that. I'm not saying he is a bitch and that I would kick his ass. I'm just saying he is a bitch for that. That was a bitch move. For a fighter, for a pro UFC fighter, that's pulling a stunt, man. That's some bitch shit. Marcos was whooping the Christ out of him, and then all of a sudden he just started fouling. That last one was so unintentional. He literally just fucking jumped into it. Now, I will say this. If you're Daniel Marcos and that shit starts happening, dude, stop throwing the fucking front kick. You are boxing that motherfucker up. Why are you all of a sudden throwing these fucking Gary Chudon? I can't speak on many things as far as fighting goes, but I can speak on a motherfucking front kick. I can speak on a fucking Gary Chudon. It gets, dude, so many fighters use that kick and they do not know what the fuck they're doing with it. They're either inaccurate throwing it, they don't dig it in far enough, they don't snap it back enough, they leave their fucking leg hanging. God damn, it really pisses me. You can't aim that motherfucker correctly. And the last one I'm not talking about because that was an accident, because that was a Rachel Lang being a bitch. Dude, stop throwing the front kick if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Stop it. Glorious nice. It was so glorious. Na 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 na. You were fucking victorious. So yeah, that's Daniel Marcos. He's not the first fighter that's done it. He certainly will not be the last, but that is exactly what he fucking did. Dude, and Haider Emil, tell you what he did. He becomes the first man to stop Fernie Garcia. Now, I would never sit here and tell you that Fernie Garcia is a good fighter, but he is a tough fighter, and he's a fighter that's never been knocked out before, quite literally in his pro career or amateur, I believe. But Haider Emil did it, man. I think he made a fucking statement. He has some things to work on for sure, but pretty sure that was his debut, right? Knocking out a dude that's never been knocked out before. I mean, I expected him to win, but not like that. So I have my eye on that dude now. We'll be curious to see who they give him moving forward. I don't know, like, if they're going to try and fast track him or what. I mean, I guess you could in that division. It's so fucking deep. But yeah, I like what I saw, dude. Like I said, Fernie Garcia, not an incredible fighter, but he is tough and durable. And I thought it was a good stop. I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but those are the type of beatings that you watch in some boxing matches and the dude ends up dying. It was that tight, but it was getting to that point. He was just getting hit over and over and over and over and wouldn't go down. Those are the kind of beatings that fuck with your head, like your brain. Like I said, Fernie Garcia was probably a little more exhaustion, but my point is I like the stoppage. I thought it was a good stoppage. Like, yeah, he didn't go down and he was kind of protesting, but it's like, dude, no. And there's another fight we're going to talk about where it's like the guy was protesting. It's like, dude, you are not good. I've got you. Don't worry. I'm doing my job as the referee, and that's to save your fucking life. Period. The ref's job is not to let him go out on his shield, bro. That's the fighter's job. The ref's job is literally there to save your fucking dick because you're too fucking tough and stupid for your own good. You're too much of a warrior, gladiator, bro. And I'm not, like, I know I'm joking, but, like, I am being serious, too. The ref is not there for your fucking pride and your ego. They're there to save your fucking stupid life. So that was a great stoppage. And Haider Emil, Amel, whatever. I like what I saw. Would like to see more of it. So we'll see who they give him. What up, boy? Shout out to my dude. I was just putting you over earlier. No big deal. Subscribe to my dude's channel. Check out the show this week. Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Be there or be a fucking dumbass. So I don't know, dude. That one sucked. I wish my punchline had been better there. But whatever, you get the point. Be there or be not fucking cool. So, just in time, my dude. Just in fucking time. I called this one all fucking week. I know I wasn't the last dude on it. I know there was some very fucking famous big shots on this guy too. I know, but your boy was on this too. I made up my own mind about this on Sunday, and it was an instantaneous bet. Like I saw the line, I was like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I called this. I said I DM'd Aaron this early in the week. I called this on my dude show Wednesday night. Aaron the Dog MMA movie trivia. Subscribe right now. I called this Thursday on the Pub podcast. Download the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. Plant my flag fighter. Basically, the dude I was most confident about. The biggest single bet that I had. And it ended up saving my fucking night, to be perfectly honest. Like, UFC 286 was a very mixed bag for your boy, but this was certainly the highlight. Very glad that I put most of my eggs in Bogdan's basket, and he did exactly what I expected him to do. That's exactly what I'm looking for in an underdog. KO Power. I was a 35-year-old dude that used to play football, so he's had a fucking 175,000 concussions, ain't got no fucking chin, slumped by Mo Usman, like gets wobbled in every fight, couldn't finish fucking Beverly Hills Ninja, like yeah, and going from Vulcan to this motherfucker, nah, dude. You don't debut against Vulcan and then give him Palgua to like squeeze Bogdan out. It's like, no, dude. They're giving him a bit of a reprieve. Like, hey, you did us a favor, stepping in on short notice. Here you go. Serve one up for you. But yeah, it was just like a fade back, like left hook, right hook. The last one buzzed him, and then it was just as he wobbled, man, Bogdan just uppercut city back and forth. See that last one right there on the avatar, nasty. Palwa just he went out. He got sparked out and then kind of like hit the deck and woke him up. But yeah, good stoppage. Yeah, will be on my end of the year KO list. I don't know how high, probably not incredibly high, but it's made the list for sure. So yeah, cash it, boys. Let's fucking go. Bogdan got me all my money back. Let's fucking go. Yep. He's not good. Tough is a joke, man. Tough is not what it used to be. It didn't used to be a complete joke. It has become such a farce and a parody of itself. It's not to be taken seriously, man. You just can't trust tough fighters. I don't care if they won the thing, lost the thing. Is tough as Fugazi, man. It is a reality TV show. That is the only purpose it serves anymore. No shit. Dang, yeah, it was a good one. I was definitely hollering, but that was it. That was the crest of the fucking Vegas 86 wave for yours truly. So we'll press forward, but yeah, it felt good. Soak that one up. Just went just how I thought it would. Now, this is one I could have had a winning night. You know, my whole mantra the past, like, since basically July of last year has been trust your gut. trust your first instinct. It doesn't always work, but if I had done it here, I would have had a winning night. I did it with Bogdan. It got me my money back. If I had done it here, it would have been a winning night. Max Payne Griffin, baby. Damn it. Dammer, boys. Max Payne Griffin shows himself to be the better MMA fighter against Jeremiah Wells. So, again, shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. He coined that BMF, better MMA fighter, better mixed martial artist fighter. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Now, Wells probably has more one-shot power, but Griffin's the cleaner boxer. Wells is not a good fighter to me. He's not. He's a very athletic dude. Crazy power. But as a fighter, he's kind of shit, dude. Again, not saying he wouldn't fucking KO me dead, but his technique is atrocious. His cardio isn't that good. He is a horrific nail, man. He just hasn't been fighting an elite level of competition to really test him. And like, Griffin is an established veteran. He's an action fighter, but like, can you really call Griffin like an elite fighter? You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to hate on either one of them. It's just like Wells to me is kind of just I think that fucking Abdul Razak thing was just like, it's kind of a flash in the pan. Wells is kind of a flash in the pan to me. Like a walking, like he's a decent grappler. He has pretty good Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's incredibly strong, incredibly powerful, hits hard. But horrific technique, not great cardio, not good shot selection at all, crazy footwork, like not in a good way, not great fight IQ. Like, he's just not a very good fighter to me. I don't know, man. I just don't think he's long for the UFC. I think but I do think he's a fighter that could maybe be, like, crazy as it sounds, I think he can maybe be like Bellator champion. Like, it wouldn't stun me if he ended up winning PFL or like managed to get a Bellator. But I'm not even joking. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I think Jeremiah Wells would murder it in like a lower tier organization right at this point right now. But you go in tooth and nail with Max Griffin, Bubba, like, you just are what you are. So yeah, shout out to Max Payne Griffin, man. This is how I scored the fight. I had it 30-27 Griffin. On the rewatch, I thought the second round was the closest. I gave it to Wells. But dude, Griffin rocked him at the end of each round. Into the first round, he hurt him a couple times. At the end of the second round, he hurt him. Go back and watch the last minute of the first and second round of that fight. Jeremiah Wells gets hurt. And he clearly won the third. Out-grappled him in the third. So it was pretty easy to score for Griffin, honestly. I know a lot of people were on Wells, but yeah, Griffin, kicking myself for not betting him, man. But congrats to Max Payne Griffin. Shout out to my dude, MMA Locker Room. Go check out Mills's interview with Griffin. He's done a couple, but go check out his latest one. And yeah, man, hope he gets him back on there. I'm definitely going to try and catch the next one live. But shout out to Max Payne Griffin. Good shit, man. God, I wish I bet that. Anyways. Marcin Prachniow, man. This motherfucker, dude. He can only win fights like this, where it's another just unreliable fighter. And everybody's like, he beat Khalil. Khalil is an unreliable fighter. Fucking Devin Clark, man. he just would not mash on the gas. That is all you have to do against Marcin Prachnio. Crowd the living. I know it's way easier said than done because he does have good footwork. He does have a good karate though. But still, dude, crowd the fucking kicker, get in his face, and not. If you are Devin Clark or any big old light heavyweight, that motherfucker does not have a chin. He's been slumped like 4 times. Get in his fucking face and knock him the fuck out. Dudes fight him so scary. It's just like, God damn, the blueprint has been laid and just no one will follow it anymore. I will give Prachnio some credit. He has fought, more recently he's fought to his strengths. He fights more intelligent. He doesn't brawl as much, which got him knocked out in the past. He uses more of the in and out, combination of in and out and lateral movement. And yeah, good footwork. He's a good, accurate striker. He just doesn't have a chin. And he doesn't respond very well to pressure, but dudes Clark was just standing, he was just staring at him. Come on, Devin! Get up, Devin! But he just didn't want to. Weird, man. I mean, I know Devin Clark isn't like a world beater, and he's been knocked out a few times himself, and it's not like the best idea for him to always like mash on the gas and brawl. Like he's probably, get some Vietnam flashbacks about that, but come on, man. So Prachnio is going to get a better fighter than Devin Clark. Oh my God, I cannot wait to fade Prachnio. I didn't bet that one, but I will be fading Prachnio on a step up from Devin Clark. Trust and believe that. Hey, dude, what I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell y'all? This was the mismatch of the card, like Max Payne Griffin did. This was to a further extent, though. It's not like Bruno Brazil is really a great fighter, but this was a mismatch. Loma Lubumi, whatever. Dude, I fucks with Loma, man. She's becoming one of my new favorite MMA fighters, WMMA fighters. I mean, she's like, if she was just a little bit taller, hit a little bit harder, dude. Because she's a pretty vicious fighter, man. Everyone, they were the commentary was shitting on her. When she goes to throw combos, man, she definitely has some mean intentions, dude. She's got bad intentions. She's just and everyone says it's a cliche, but I'll agree with it, man. She's like an atom weight, but man, she's a bad motherfucker for 115 pounds. And she's improving as a fighter. She's definitely become more well-rounded. And yeah, she clearly won the fight. Was better in the striking, better in the grappling. Smarter fighter. Knew when to grapple and when to strike. Better in the clinch. Hit her with some nasty. I knew she would be better in the clinch, but yeah, man. I like the improvements that Loma's made. She's on a 3-fight win streak. They need to give her a little bit of a step up. I think they rushed her a little bit early, but yeah. I like to see who she gets next. Jackie boy, you watch this back. Tell me who you think Loma should get next. Yeah, dude, I mean, y'all know my favorite WMMA fighter is Bate Estaca, but Loma is on the short list, man. I fuck with Lubumi. That's not her real name either. Well, it is her name, but I think it's the name of her gym or something. I think that's how they do it a lot in Thailand. Shout out to Thailand though. Thailand is the chillest Southeast Asian country. I would love to visit Japan. Your boy fucks with Japan too. When I was a little bit younger, I trained in Japan. Favorite fighter is Machida. I know he's Brazilian, but Japanese Brazilian. I fuck with Japan heavy, but they have Cainish weed laws and like you go north of like mid Japan and you're probably gonna get some kind of like exposure to something. So yeah, I'd much rather go to Thailand. But anyway, that's my little spiel on Thailand. Like Thailand's chill, man. I love to go there. And yeah, Lom's the shit. Now, Bolaji Oki. I tell you what, man. If some of these fighters had a jab like Bolaji Oki, they would have won some of these close fights. There was what? There was a fight on this card. It was like that. It's like, dude, if you just had a jab. Oh, Brychek. I'm going to talk about that later, but same, Brychek. If Brychek had a fucking jab, man, every fighter, every UFC fighter needs to go back and watch this fight and do what fucking Oki did. Get you a fucking jab. And hey, this is a fight where the tape study actually paid off. The tape did not lie. This is exactly what I saw on the tape. Oki, better striker, more powerful striker. Kwamba does not move his fucking head. He was getting lit up by that broomstick, boys. And yeah, what was the fight last week or the week before that? Oh, fucking Thomas Peterson and Jamal Pose. If Thomas Peterson had a jab, I think he would have knocked Jamal Pose out. But he wouldn't set up any of his power strikes. He would just lunge in with a fucking hook or a wild uppercut. And it's like, dude, he's going to see your fucking ass wind up with that. And same with Brychek. It's like, Ihor is just going to see you winding up with some power punch and just like avoid it. That's why everyone talks about the jab. That's why boxing coaches and analysts and always talk about the jab, because it sets up every other punch and it blinds your fucking opponent. So whatever power punch you throw after that, they might not see it coming. And a lot of times they don't. And their eye might be fucked up and their nose. So you got a better chance of knocking them out. Better chance of them not seeing the punt. It's just, man, do what Oki. It was a thing of beauty. Okie dokie, Bo. No shit, man. No fucking shit. Dude, it is the most painful punch to get hit with, because it goes straight into your fucking face. Right into your nose. Right into your teeth. God, if you hit him on the chin with it. But ask Robert Whitaker. We're about to talk about him a little bit. Dude. Telling you. Everything works off the jab. Oki was a little faster. That was the one thing where he looks like he's gotten a little bit crisper with the speed, I will say. Quinlan about to hear everyone telling him to throw leg kicks this weekend. He just won't. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, some fighters are just stubborn. They're just tunnel vision. Even in the apex where they can hear their coaches, they just won't listen. And it's not like, you can definitely understand why. Like, dude, I was trying to think about it, like, if I was in a fucking like MMA fight, like a pro fight, like trying to like concentrate on what my coaches were saying, dude, please. I could barely think straight when I had to fucking like belt test and spar. No, man. I mean, I get it, but like, At the same time, some like you think like at that level, no, there's not. Their coaches like Simmelsberger, Matt Simmelsberger, the other few weeks ago. He was right. His brother was 2 feet from him. Matt, do this. Take your left arm right now and do it. Nah, he wouldn't do it. All right. There you go. All right, man. It is time to eat some fucking crow. I should have fucking known. I'm trying to avoid shit like this in the future, but I'm stubborn too. I'm stubborn with shit like this too. We'll just talk about it. Carlos Prates shadow roams Trevin Giles. And I bet Trevin Giles like a fucking dumbass. So let me just eat the crow. Let me just eat the crow first off. Trevin Giles is an unreliable fighter. He really doesn't have a good chin. He's a guy where I've got to stop. He's a fighter that has good wins and good losses. And Prates, yes, more dangerous than I gave him credit for, obviously. But like, the reason I bet Giles was because of what was happening earlier in the fight. He had a lot of success. He was winning the fight, man. He won the first round clearly. He was winning the second round. Like, he was starting to hurt Prates. And his face was all busted up. So, like I said, Prates, and this is where I'll kind of like stop. I'll take a pause in my crow eating and just being like, dude, Prates moving forward, I don't know. He ain't no spring chicken. And he was getting lit up by Trevin Giles. Now, Trevin Giles has done that to fighters like Dricus. He has lit people up before, and he's beaten good fighters before, but it's his unreliability, it's his chin, and I knew that. I fucking knew better, and I did it anyway. So I got to eat the crow. I got to give Prates credit. I got to give him the fucking Leo clap. Like, should have fucking known. And yeah, there I go. Being a dumb fuck. He was looking good till he won't. I mean, that's Trevin Giles in a nutshell, dude. Looking really good to against varying degrees of competition, and then just getting starched. It's exactly what happened. Dude, kind of exactly what happened against Dricus. Like, starting to light Dricus up, hurting him, pushing him back to the fence, and then boom! See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. So he busted my bet. Unfortunately, he busted the John Lee parlay. God damn it, Trevin Giles. You son of a bitch! But nah, I'm the son of a bitch for betting him. And yeah. But Prates, man, I don't know. 33. Been knocked out a couple times. Kind of getting lit up by Trevin Giles. They're going to give him somebody better than Trevin Giles. I don't know. If a better fighter than Giles is an underdog, I'm probably going to bet it again. Just saying. Like, I'm kind of kicking myself for that one, but I've probably made worse bets. But I'm not going to be happy about it either. Like, that was fuck idiot. Adolphe Vieira. He using his jiu-jitsu on triangle with a jiu-jitsu. What can I say, man? That's what he does. He went to his strength. He is a one-trick pony with the Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but he pulled off the trick. Well, it's not a trick. He's an incredible Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, and yeah, that is a nasty fucking looking arm triangle. It's like, fuck, man, if Arman could have just made it out of that round, I think he would have given himself a pretty good chance to win. But this is why I didn't bet it. Because, like, yeah. Several fighters have been close to subbing Arman. It's like, if a dude like Vieira gets him in a bad spot, it's probably going to happen. So, but I'll tell you what, dude. As a person, as a human being, Rodolfo Vieira seems like a really solid dude. So I'm not like upset that a person like that gets a win. Like he does seem like he after the fight. He said Petrosian was probably his toughest fight yet, which no, I think probably fluffy, you know, but I get what he's saying. Like he's probably one of the more dangerous strikers he's fought. So in that respect, I guess he's right. But shout out to Rodolfo Vieira. You know, don't mind eating the crow. Like I said, he seems like a good dude. And yeah, Arman just got out grappled. And that's what he does. Like it was a pretty binary fight to me. Like Arman on the feet, obviously, what happened on the ground. So it is what it is. Another one, like I know Johnson was not the underdog, but I wish I had parlayed Johnson. A scary prospect, I know, but this is kind of what I thought was going to happen. This is why I picked him. And honestly, I'm going to say that this is the one that saved me from having a losing night with picks. I didn't have a great night, man. I'll go ahead and tell you, I went 8-6, but I feel like this was the one that like got me over the top. Barely, but I'm trying to think if I have an avatar for this. I may not. Fuck. Or I'd made one, but damn it. No, I don't think I have one. Oh shit. Whoo, that was a close call, boys. The fucking computer almost died on me. I got the fucking power cord though. We good. We straight. Lord have mercy. Dammer. Okay. Whew. Need a toke after that. Thank you, Power Saver. Now, I went to change the avatar and it was frozen. And then I was looking at the time on the stream on the screen, and that was frozen too. And then I went back to I closed the avatar window or whatever, and then it was like Power Saver mode. I was like, oh my god. But now I got it. But yeah, man. Kind of wish I had Parlay Johnson. It wasn't that I think that Johnson a jobber, man. MJ is like one of the highest level jobbers there is. If you want to call MJ a jobber, that's fine, but he is a high level jobber at a much higher level than Darius Flowers. I'd say I wouldn't even. MJ is like an action fighter, journeyman. You want to call him a jobber, that's fine, but he is a high. Michael Johnson is a very high end jobber. So do the knockout Dustin Poirier. Like, that's, again, jobber, fine. High-end jobber. Make that distinction. And I just found it so crazy. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm going to compare this to another fighter. Well, fuck, we're about to talk about it. People were thinking about Michael Johnson like they were about him. You'd swear they've been chinned like 7,000 times. It is literally like 3 times a piece for both of them. Michael Johnson was getting knocked out by my fucking dude, the highlight, Josh fucking Emmett, like the hardest hitting featherweight in history only, and Carlos Diego Ferreira. But you would have thought, by the way people talking about it, that Michael Johnson was the chinniest dude walking. It's like, no, dude, Flowers has been knocked out way more than him. He was going to the body a crazy amount. I'll say that. Like, I know Darius Flowers' chest is going to be hurting because he got punched in it about 70 times. Michael Johnson went fucking like left straight to the fucking pec definitely over 30 times. I know Flowers' ribs and chest are hurting. I know, dude. I stopped thieving at the wrong time, dude. Well, no one's ever accused me of chalk it up to. What's up, Big Moise? How are you doing? Howdy. Shout out to you. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you were successful. I didn't have, but you're just in time. So, Michael Johnson, BMF's Darius Flowers, and again, like Michael Johnson, RoboCop Rodriguez, he's been knocked out 3 times. Now, dude, yes, I'm not saying getting knocked out by Jordan Williams is a good look. It's not. It's a horrible look. And he got knocked out by a no-name, Bruno Lopez. And he got slumped by the Hulk. Now, again, no-name, Jordan Williams, not good looks. The Hulk is excusable. People talk about Brad Tavares. What is one of... Oh, my God, dude. Hold on. I don't like that hanging emoji, first of all. We're going to definitely do something about that. But what is one of the first descriptive adjective that people use when they talk about Brad Tavares? What is it? And be honest. What is the first descriptive adjective people use for Brad Tavares? Brad is so tough, bro. I like RoboCop, but god damn it. God damn this fucking thing. You know what? No. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Nope. You're going to go on one line if it's the last thing I do. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it every time. Oh, my fucking God. Nope. I'm not done. I'm not going to stop. Let's fucking go. Yeah. What was I saying? That it is the first thing that people say about Brad Tavares. He's so tough, bro. No, he's fucking not. No, he's not. Dude, all pro fighters are tough. I'm not talking about tough compared to you and me. I'm talking about tough compared to the rest of the fucking division, his peers and constituents. Compared to them, no, he's fucking not tough. That is knockout loss number 5 for Brad Tavares. He is way chinnier than RoboCop Rodriguez. He's been slumped more times. He's quit more times. He gets broken more times. But everyone breaking down this fight was, oh man, RoboCop might be better, but he's like chinny, bro. No, Brad Tavares is chinny. But because he's Hawaiian and everyone he's so fucking tough. No, he's not. Tough compared to you and me? Sure. Yeah, he's tough. Tough compared to his peers and ranked UFC middleweights? No, the motherfucker he's not. That's a lie. Lie. Stop it. Who got knocked out? Who got knocked out? Was it RoboCop? Nope. And everybody knows almost doesn't count. No, stop calling Brad Tavares tough. He's not fucking tough. He's chinny. He's way chinnier than RoboCop. Put Brad Tavares up against Bruno Ferreira and see what the fuck happens. He's getting slumped in a minute flat. Knock it off with this Brad Tavares is tough shit. It's a lie. It's Israel Adesanya cocksuckers. It's because he went the distance with Adesanya, so to make Adesanya look better, he's so tough. That's why. No, he's not. No, he's not. Adesanya's a decisionator sometimes. Anyways. This is all I have on this one. Dude, Ihor is not good. Brychek is just worse. This is what I was saying about. Who was I saying this about? This is what I was saying earlier about Oki. And I was saying it about there was another, it was another fight on this tab. Kind of like Devin Clark, man. Devin Clark didn't use his jab nearly enough against Marcin Prachnio. But yeah, as far as this goes, Ihor's not good. He saved his job, but I think it was more Brychek being a fraud. And if Brychek had his jab, if he used a jab like Oki did, he could have won this fight. But he didn't. He just was throwing hooks and power strikes from a mile away, and Ihor would just either slip it or just step back, roll out. No problem. So man, I don't know. Ihor is still exactly what I thought of him the first time. And Brychek, honestly, like, if you can't beat Ihor, who are you going to beat at light heavyweight? I'm sure you could probably find a couple like really, they're a middleweight. Dude. Even if middleweight. Ihor moving. He's probably going to get knocked out again, but we'll see. Now, enough about that shit fight. Co-main event, Ige versus Fili. What did I tell you, boys? What I fucking tell you? The Ige Whisperer is back.
I fucking told y'all Dan Ige was going to win this fight. I didn't think it would be him one-punching Fili, but I definitely thought he would win.
So, yeah, the Ige Whisperer is back. I didn't feel like that. Of course, the possibility was always there, but I thought it would be late, if anything, not like the first round. But I'm not stunned either. Ige is way better striker, way cleaner, hits harder. Yeah, man. Feely always loses these kind of fights, man. So I felt very comfortable parlaying Ige. I think he was like the lock parlay piece of the week, honestly. I mean, I kind of said Loma was I was most confident about hit, and I had them in a parlay, but unfortunately, I anchored that parlay with the main event, and I was on the wrong side. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about this one. It was Dan Ige beat the fucking I wouldn't say beat the shit out of him. He like one punched him. He slumped him with one punch and then a nice follow up to put the stamp on it. But yeah, still, I wouldn't say that's like a crazy beating though. So he just kind of chinned him. So yeah, against if it's not an elite level competition, man, Dan Ige has real power. Back to the Ige whispering, feel pretty good about that moving forward because I don't think that he'll like Feely's not a bad win, but I don't think that they'll overcorrect on Ige again. But if it's right back to the fucking Shark Tank, then I don't know. We'll see though. Pretty easy pick though, honestly. The result, like the method and the round was a little surprising, but not Ige winning whatsoever. Now, shout out to my dude Big Show. I should have listened to you. You should have listened to you. Don't bet main events, brother. And this is why. Because this kind of shit happens. Jack Hermanson exposes / taught him a fucking lesson, dude. Joe Pyfer getting a little too big for his britches, getting too cocky. I foolishly bought into the hype. Yeah, it's just a little too much. Like I was, man, I don't know. Yeah, like Mearshart, there's a level between Mearshart and Hermanson. It doesn't go straight from Gerald to Jack Hermanson. So that's probably what should have happened. Rush Pyfer a little bit. He did hurt Hermanson early, but by the third round, when the third round started and Hermanson just started putting that pace on, I was like, oh my God, I see exactly what just happened. And it was kind of like, duh, you should have fucking known that ahead of time. Like, yeah, I kind of said like probably Pyfer early, Hermanson late, but I didn't think it would just be like night and day like that, dude. But it was. It was just like Pyfer pretty clearly won the first and second, and then as soon as Jack pressed on the gas. I'll give Pyfer credit for this, though. I thought Hermanson was about to knock him out in the third round. I thought he was about to get chinned. So I got to give Pyfer credit for hanging in there and taking the beating, but not the guy that's usually like beating people's asses. He's known for being wonky and awkward and like getting fighters to make a mistake and then going to his grappling. He's not known as like march you down. That's how he loses fights, is getting outstruck or getting cracked. And it was like he was doing that to Pyfer. It's like, oh my God. But yeah, credit to Pyfer for not going down and lasting 25 minutes. But dude, yeah, should have fucking known. Man, anyone that was on Jack Hermanson, take a fucking lap, dude. Take a lap, champ. You were victorious, and that was a great spot. Should have seen it. Pretty obvious in hindsight, but you know, that shit is always 2020. But it did bust my version of the Pub Podcast Parlay, the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast to be exact. Download that anywhere, closing in on 2,000 downloads. So yeah, fuck me. But yeah, good shit, Jack Hermanson and all your backers. What up, homie Noah? Hope you had a good weekend. Piper versus Cumshot battle. Hey, that's a good fight, dude. I actually really fucking like. What's up, Lobby? Hope you had a good weekend, dude. Overrated Piper, yeah. Hey, man, I like that. I think the same could end up being true for Bo Nickel. Could it not be? Now, I mean, Nickel has more of a grappling acumen, but he's still kind of a green striker. He hits hard. He hits hard like Piper, but he really fucking fought nobody. And but I like what they're doing with Nickel more. I like that they're slow rolling him. I feel like they were kind of hoping and wishing with Piper, and maybe they know, like, okay, if we do take our time with Nickel and build him up and like craft and mold him into a finished product, we'll have something. Like, I think that's kind of what they're doing, but who knows? Ehor and Jack, the saviors of the night. Nice, dude. That's what's up. Dude, he's a bitch for that. I was saying that earlier. Like fighters aren't bitches, but he was a bitch for that. I think you can be a fighter and a bitch at the same time. I don't think they're that's pretty much my UFC Vegas 86 recap as far as the fights and like my thoughts on the fights. Not my best weekend. I did manage to squeak a positive score. Didn't go anywhere as far as my percentage, but it wasn't a loss necessarily. Push as far as the bets, whole lot of nothing, spun the wheels, nothing really happened. We're still sitting just enough positive buoyancy. Just like a gasp of air. And it's back and then bobbing back down, and then just treading water. But that was UFC Vegas 86. I'm glad it's over. Happy to move forward to UFC 298, taking place this weekend in Anaheim, California. But right now, I have to go to the chopper. Go! I have to take a squeege. So hang tight. I'll be right back. Intermission time. I have a great loop for you. The song structure is, I think, what's really strong in this. A lot of different parts. 2 bridges. Different pre-chorus leading into each one. I'll be right back, though. Hang tight. UFC 298 coming up, boys. Alrighty. We're back. We're living and rocking. That's not a bad song, but it's probably the weakest song off Sound System, which is a dope 311 album, by the way. Still intermission. Still time to pack a bowl. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, I think I still got 6 wrong. Pretty sure. Check that. Let me see. 3, 4, 5. No, you're right. You are right. Thank you. Thank you, homie Noah. Well, I knew I gave you a wrench for a good reason. Shit. All right. Thank you. 8 and 5, boys. Because of that Canish fucking. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not Mr. Like, dude, don't call yourself a warrior. You didn't go to war and fight and die for your country. But like, if you're going to fight like that and take the easy way out, you definitely cannot call yourself the Mongolian warrior. Call yourself the Mongolian fighter. Like, I'm not like, dude, don't ever say you're a warrior if you're not a combat veteran. Like, I'm not being that guy, but I'm just saying, like, dude, you cannot call yourself that anymore. That, dude, if you're going to call yourself anything warrior, you have to at least be the kind of fighter that goes out on your shield, that will just like tough it out no matter what. Like, the dude has to break you. At least fight like that. Fight like you're willing to die. That is not that. So, yeah.
Phil and your papas.
Just a little teriyaki chicken wing.
Phil and your papas.
A very small ram. Where are we at? All right. Let me repack this. Thank you, for the correction on that. Did even better than I thought. Not bad. Not too shabby. Again, regretting not betting Max Griffin as a plus 130 underdog, and regretting not parlaying MJ or betting him by decision. But of course, that whole hindsight being 2020 thing. It's fucking stupid. All right. UFC 298. It is taking place this weekend in fucking sunny California, Southern California. My computer is being a slow piece of shit. All right, there we go. UFC 298 preview. Let's look at this fucking fight card. Particularly the prelims. I laid out the main card earlier in the stream. And I made a mistake. I thought that Lemos, Mackenzie Dern was on the main card. It's Fluffy and Kopylov. So that's the main card. Fluffy Kopylov, Merab Cejudo, Neil Machado, Whitaker, Paulo Goat, and then Volk and Ilya. That's the main card. Honestly, man, I can't hate on the main card. The main card's good. I don't have any hot takes on that. I've seen some people poo-pooing it. I'm sorry. I disagree. I think the main card is good. I like, they can't all be the best pay-per-view you've ever fucking seen. Some of them aren't, like, you know what I mean? This is a solid B for a main card. Again, my expectations are a little bit lower. I don't know, man. I've adjusted them. I'll say that. The prelims are unequivocal shit. I'm not going to shit on the main card. I don't think it's $79.99 worthy, but if you're charging somebody $50 for that, like, I think that's reasonable. But the prelims, nah, dude, the prelims are fucking dog shit. They'll probably have some good fights. Like, they'll probably end up being exciting, but on paper, dude, that ain't even a fucking fight night. That's a bad fight night. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about the prelims, man. Like, so far, I'm going to be taping it and like thinking about these fights for, you know, like the man, like shit. All I got is my dog right now, and I think that's gonna be it. Jung Lee on Wednesday. So make sure y'all tune into Aaron the Dog MMA and Movie Trivia Wednesday night. Find out what the Jung Lee is. I'm gonna be tailing it. So there's that, but then Thursday, that'll probably be my last play, man. Just probably those two parlays, and that's it. I don't fucking like it, dude. For robbery, early prediction for robbery of the night. If it hits the cards, trust and believe that they will put the fuck to Jeff Neal. If Gary versus Neal hits the scorecards, Ian Machado is going to win. Period. Period, point blank. So I don't want anything to do with that. I think Neal is a super duper live underdog. No thanks. That looks like a fucking trap. I could see him knocking Gary out, but I could also see Neal has been bamboozled before. He has been frustrated and outstruck before. I can see that happening against Gary. I can see it kind of like playing out, except Neal doesn't get finished. But we'll see. I'm tempted to fade Gary. I want to bet Jeff Neal like a motherfucker. It kind of feels like a Max Griffin situation where it's like I want to bet him, but I'm being a bitch. But like, dude, if it hits the cards, they're gonna give it to Gary. So I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna risk that. They say you got to risk it for the biscuit, but that's a little too much risk it if you ask me. They are bullshit. They are fucking dog shit. For sure. For sure. But like, that's not a bad pay-per-view card. It's a B. I'm not gonna say it's like a fucking A plus. I'm not fucking Ralphie's teacher in his fucking fantasy or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's pretty good. Now, main card. Let's talk a little bit about these main card fights, boys. May give out a pick. No one really gives a fuck, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna save a lot of the juicy details for one Aaron the Dog stream on Wednesday night. But I may give out a pick or two. We'll see. I do need to repack this bowl though. Shout out to the 4 people in the building. Hope you're all doing well. Got ourselves a small gathering, boys. Small little huddle here. A little chilly today. Hunkering down on the Eastern Shore. Gloomy outside, gentlemen. Things could be worse, though. Could be in the fucking Levant or Levant or whatever, but hey, wherever you are, I hope you're having yourself a damn happy, healthy, and cheers. Dude, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Yeah, he's a cuck. He's a total cuck, man. And I don't mean that in like, oh, you're a bitch. Like your wife probably fucked somebody else. Oh, you cuck. No, like he is an actual cuck. He's actually friends and chills with his wife's like ex dude wives. Yeah. Dude, saying, man, his trash talk is really corny. It is, dude. He is not nice on the microphone. He thinks he is. He is not. Honestly, dude, I wasn't the biggest fan of Connor on the mic either, man. I think he's overrated as a trash talker. I know he's like really famous for some of his quotes. Who the fuck is? I just never thought he was that funny, to be honest with you. I thought Bisping was way more funny as a trash talker. I think he was way more real of a trash talker. Connor is, I mean, but yeah, like Ian Gary is not even Connor. To me, the best trash talkers ever in UFC, Michael Bisping and Mike Perry, to the 2 mics. Those are the funniest to me. The ones that crack me up the most. Mike Perry is hilarious with his trash talk. He's hilarious. But yeah. But nah, I don't. I think I'm just going to be a bitch and take Gary. Like I know that makes me fucking sound like a cuck. I'm not though, dude. Anyone want to try to come near my wife, I'll beat the living fuck out of you, dude. No, but seriously, God damn it, I want to, man. I really want to pick Neil. I want to pick Neil. I want to bet Neil. But unless he knocks Gary out, they are going to fuck him. They are going to cuck Neil with that decision, dude. We're talking about some cuckery that Neil is going to get the fucking Shinjo in his butt. He's going to get pegged by that decision. He lacks life experience to realize exactly what's going on. Yeah, she lives with her ex-husband, and I showed her UFC fight with herpes. He did, man. He had a fucking huge herpes outbreak on his lip. The funniest one is just the head shake no. Like that, and that's not even like... The funniest shits, dude, to me, are Conor being ridiculous. It's not like the who the fuck is that guy and all his like his press conference moments. The funniest McGregor shit to me is the video of him in the bathroom. Oh God, how does it go? Yeah, I don't fucking do nothing. What he fuck? Wow, what does he say? It's some ridiculous shit like that. He's all coked out in the bathroom. That's hilarious. And of course, his tough moment where, God, what's the guy's name? Rico or Vito or some shit, dude. It's the fucking like the Northeast Italian dude that knocked out Hunter Asher on Tough, and Conor just acts like he just won the whole fucking tournament. Just show. Ridiculous. But yeah, that's about the funniest things Conor has done. I overall though, I think he's a little overrated as a trash talker. Mike Perry, Mike Bisping, way funnier to me. But I hate Bisping as a commentator anymore. Oh shit! Hold up! Oh shit, boy! Hold on now! Hold up! Right going on right here. Well, it's a big show now. What up? What up, boy? What are you fucking doing? Living the life? Living the fucking dream? Hell yeah. He's funnier. Oh yeah, way funnier. Coked out Conor is hilarious. Yeah! What up though, man? Shout out to the boys at Pub. Shout out to my dude Big Show. Killing the fucking producer game. I already told him to download the podcast like 7,000 times. But yeah, I'll say it again. Download that MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. Creeping up on 2,000. But yeah, dude. Yo, talking about UFC Vegas 86, talking UFC 298 right now, Big Show. Any early thoughts that you would care to bless the people with? I'm about to give a few of mine. I'm going to go through the main card here. In fact, I'll make that a banner. I was about to put it in the comment section like a fucking Riri. All right, here we go. Main, no, UFC 298 main card. Main card, there we go. Main card break. No, not breakdowns. Previews. 1, 2, 3 exclamation points. I think the main card gets a solid B. I think they're all good fights. None of them are shitty fights. I know who all these fighters are. I think they're all competitive matchups. And I'll be honest with you, man. I think you can make a case for every single fucking underdog. I really do. I think Roman Kopylov, Cejudo, Jeff Neal, Paolo Goat. Now, at one point, Volkanovski was the underdog, but that one, so maybe that one is the outlier. But as far as the other ones, man, now Fluffy is listed as out. If anyone can give me an update on that, please do. But well, I'm just going to pretend that that fight's still going on for the sake of the breakdown. But Kopylov, Cejudo, Neal, Costa, they are all live to me from a betting standpoint. Will they all win? Of course not. Dude, show. I was just saying that earlier, man. I had to fucking hit him with it, dude. Your famous quote: "Don't bet main events, brother." I said I should have listened, and I said you should have listened too. You should have listened to you. I ain't gonna do it again. Don't bet main events yet. And I was thinking that too. I was like, we fucking know better than that too, man. We podcast like no main events in the podcast part. No. No. But no. But yeah, hope you had a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl. I wish my fucking computer would stop being a slow piece of fucking donkey shit. Could add this goddamn banner properly. This shit's frozen. Frozen like Elsa. So let's talk the opening card. Let's assume Fluffy versus Kopylov is going off. Probably not. Probably something weird, but I've historically been a Fluffy Hernandez skeptic to my own detriment, to my own peril, much to my chagrin. Picking and betting against Fluffy has fucked me up over the last year or 2 years. Well, a combination of picking against him and betting against him. So yeah, I'm no good really with picking or betting Fluffy fights, which is why I'm staying away. I think Kopylov is super live, man. And if the fight happens, I really don't know who I'm going to pick yet, honestly. I'm sick of getting burned by him, but Tiger, man. The one thing Hernandez has is gas. He has a better gas tank, and it's how much early work can Roman do, and how much will it affect his cardio down the stretch. Doing enough work, because I think it's possible for Roman to win a decision, but he'll have to do enough work early to hurt Fluffy, but still mitigate the output to be able to. So, does he do that? I think it's possible he could knock Fluffy out in the first round. I don't care what anybody says, man. People are like, oh, no, Fluffy, he had surgery on his rib, and that's why he was so weak to the body. No, Edmen Shahbazyan hurt him. Edmen Shahbazyan hurt him early, too. And I know that because I was betting Edmen, and I was like, oh, my, is he fucking hurt? Is he not going to? No. Jump the gun a little bit on that. Shouldn't have bet Edmen, but he did have him in trouble early. Fluffy takes, and what I mean by that is he can be caught out of the gate, man. Roman ain't no slow starter. He's just not. So he is a tempting underdog. Anyone that's betting Roman, I think he's live. As far as who I'm going to pick, fuck, dude, I don't know. I'm not betting it, so I mean, maybe that changes it a little bit, but I don't know. I'm going to save my pick for Aaron the Dog MMA and Movie Trivia's UFC breakdown show. Wednesday night, 10 o'clock. Don't fucking miss it. I'm gonna save my pick for that. But I do want to look at this next fight. The Wallace Willie and fucking Triple. Used to hate Cejudo, and then he definitely grew on me. Was indifferent about Merab. Now I can't stand him. So my heart is saying Cejudo. My head is screaming Merab. Screaming. So I don't know, man. I'm probably just a punk and end up picking Merab, but Cejudo's the better striker. He just is. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't want to hear any hot takes on, oh, I'm a striker. He is. He hits harder. He's just better. Merab might have him with the cardio, though. The cardio and the grappling. I know Cejudo's got the Olympic credentials as a wrestler, but Merab is just such a rat, and he's on EPO, and he just doesn't gas, and just fuck, man. A 3-rounder, though. In a 3-rounder, I think that much more favors Cejudo. So there's another one where it's like, man, I want to bet Cejudo, and I really want to pick him. I think he can win this fight, but split, I'll be so fucking pissed, and I don't want to sweat that split decision reading out of the split. You know what I'm trying to say. Dude, it's ridiculous. The motherfucker is clearly on EPO. Clearly. He goes from gassing in fights to just having infinite cardio. 50 takedown attempts a fight. It's like bullshit. Like got more acne than I did when I was fucking 16. Fuck out of here. Yeah, it's literally just like being a spaz, failing at everything, and just falling into your opponent and hugging them. Tell me I'm wrong. Winging wild shit, crashing into your opponent, and then fucking burying your head in their nuts and hanging on for dear life. And then if they get up, you just do it again. And do it again, do it again. The EPO just lets you just keep going. But yeah, I'll probably just be a punk and pick Merab. I'm definitely not going to bet Cejudo. I might pick him, but doubt it. Really doubt it. Ooh, I didn't need to hit the fucking Kringer again, though. Cheers, boys. Again, Gelato 41. The slightly sativa dominant cultivar of track. Speaking of keeping on track, let's move on to the next fight. Gonna make this a nice, tight 2-hour stream. We touched on it earlier. Let's touch. Jeff Neal, Ian Gary. Yeah, I They're gonna fuck Jeff Neal if it hits the cards. Declare the winner by split decision, Ian the Cup Machado Gay. And then he does some corny fucking humble brag. Just well, he'll do some cringy call out and then some corny humble brag bullshit. He'll humble brag and then he'll fucking talk shit in the next breath. Like, yeah. And I just, I don't want any part of that. I wanted to be sitting there fucking cuck like gets the robbery. Nah. Neal is live though. I think you can knock him out. And still undefeated. I fear that that's what's coming. Well, boys, that brings us to the co-main event. Robert the Reaper and Paolo Goat. Whitaker versus Costa. This is a dope main event. It was supposed to take place beforehand. I think this is when Costa got staph, I believe. Anyways, it's a fight that's been rescheduled. But I'll tell you what, I think it's a pretty fucking close fight. You go on MMA Twitter, or you go on YouTube, and you look up any video about this fucking fight. Just take a wild guess what the majority. Just take a guess. Take a wild fucking guess. Yep. Now, yeah, I think that's a great way to put it because, dude, I've said this before and I will say this again. Robert Whitaker fans are some of the most annoying and insufferable motherfuckers on planet Earth. Worse, man. They might even be worse than Adesanya fans. They've been forced to shut the fuck up at times recently, but now here they come again. Every Robert Whitaker fight going into it, oh, he's just so much more skilled. Like he's just a beautiful tactician of a chess master, a striker, and it's just like Whitaker throws the same fucking combination over and over, 1-2 high kick, darts in and out. Every now and then he'll throw the left hook. Robert Whitaker is a good fighter. He is. But you would swear by the way people talk about him that he's fucking undefeated. He's been knocked out 3 times. He just got knocked out. He's got a dodgy fucking chin, man. Everyone, and this is another dude, like Brad Tavares. We've got a dodgy ass chin. It's cost him decisions. It's cost him knockout losses. Even in his wins, he gets hurt. He can do the stanky leg. He's got a fucking dodgy chin. He's a good fighter. He's a really good fighter. Robert Whitaker is an elite fighter. He is. But I don't know, man. he's just beatable, and people just think that he's fucking not. And then it's just, then the fucking Stan Army disappears until it's time for Whitaker to fight again, and then anyone but Adesanya, it's Whitaker. Oh, Rob's gonna fucking dismantle it. Riddle me that, Batman. Who's the last person Robert Whitaker just fucking destroyed? Who's the last person? Who's the last person Whitaker destroyed? I know there's only 2 people in here, but you have to go back a little bit. This fights that he's won. This fight's gonna be like, yeah, he could. Like, I thought he won the Cannonier fight pretty clearly. I thought that Till fight was close, man. Everyone swears up and down he dominated Till. No, the fuck he didn't. The other thing people are saying is, he's gonna put on a wrestling clinic against Paulo. Paulo, I don't know if y'all realize this, but Paulo Costa's got pretty fucking good takedown defense. It's over 75%. And you know who's not good at getting takedowns? Fucking Robert Whitaker. Not only does Robert Whitaker have less than 50% takedown accuracy, he has less than 40% takedown accuracy. He is not the fucking D1 wrestler that y'all think he is, dude. I'm sorry. That is a Euro trash take. I know it's technically Oceania, but still, that is an oceanic Euro trash take. They do not have the same level of wrestling. I've heard that such and such Australian is such a fucking good wrestler, dude. Whitaker is a very rated wrestler, massively overrated wrestler. It's like 39% takedown accuracy. It's not good. And Costa's got good takedown defense. This fight's going to take place on the feet. Not only do I think Paulo Costa has a puncher's chance, I think he's got a real good puncher's chance. Not only do I think he has a real good puncher's chance, I think he's going to fuck out Whitaker, dude. I think he's just going to knock him right the fuck out. This is a 50-50 fight. Give me the fucking dog. Give me the dog. I already took him. Boys, my first and probably only straight bet of UFC 298. Well, if my computer would fucking stop, slow piece of shit, I could put the banner up. Yeah, it's my first bet. Probably going to be my only bet. Can Whitaker win a decision? He's going to have to. I hope he doesn't think because Izzy knocked like that. And that's the other thing that's really pisses me off about this. They will only look at the Izzy fight against Costa. It's as to Whitaker. I thought Costa did way better against Romero than Whitaker did. Whitaker had to go to the grappling in the first one. In the second, I thought he fucking lost that second Romero fight straight up. I thought Robert Whitaker got his motherfucking ass beat against Yoel Romero in the second fight and fucking lost. He got dropped twice in that fight. Paulo and Romero drop each other, but overall he performed way better against Yoel than Robert Whitaker did. Robert Whitaker got dropped by fucking Colton Smith, dude. Robert Whitaker has a dodgy chin. His fucking Stan Army will try to tell you that, it was just Rob cutting all that weight, and then it was Rob like he just got caught. Anybody can get caught. No, he gets hurt every fucking fight. Hurt by Cannonier.
knocked out by Adesanya, dropped twice by Adesanya, knocked out by Wonder Boy, dropped by Court McGee, fucking beaten by Court McGee, dropped by Colton Smith. I mean, drop. You think Paulo Costa can't do it? Get the fuck out of here, dude. And I'll tell you another thing. If Paulo Costa, he be getting some takedowns too, bro. On some grapplers. He be taking down some grapplers. He took down Vettori. And I know people will point to the Vettori fight. Oh, Raw picked apart Vettori and fucking, yeah, Costa got his ass beat. Whatever, dude. He did better against Romero. So, yeah, give me Paulo go. Secret juice. Everyone thinks he's such a joke. Yes, he's hilarious. We all know he is. We all know what he did. He made a fucking clown of himself against Adesanya. But, dude, people are just counting him out here. Just sucking that fucking Whitaker dick. Unbelievable. For this week, Bobo. We're going to war against the community this week, Bo. I'm sorry, man. That's just... and rocks him. That is a goddamn good puncher's chance at plus 185. Paulo Costa is a good striker. And this is the other thing I was going to say. If Paulo Costa gets on top of Robert Whitaker, it's not going to be good. Dricus was fucking Whitaker up when he got on top. And dude, if Costa gets on top, people forget that he's a grappler first. I know he was clowning Adesanya about the black belt thing and he got fucked up and embarrassed, but he's a good grappler. He's a better grappler than Whitaker. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. He's a better grappler than Whitaker. He hits harder. I think he has got an excellent puncher's chance. And at plus 125, plus 185, yeah. I'll bite. If it's a trap, you done already got me. If it's a snake, shit, I'm already bit. Give me the anti-venom. Shit, I'll suck the venom out of my own body like a man. Just biting my own leg. He finished Jacare. He finished Jacare and Brunson back in fucking 2015 or something. Dude. They just love this motherfucker. And this is another thing, dude. This is not in Australia. This is in California. Paulo Costa is very popular in the United States. He's very popular in Brazil. He's popular in the United States. He's popular around the world. You bet, Whitaker? Oh my, pray God for your soul. Let's fucking go. War Costa getting back to form and reminding everyone who really beat Yoel Romero and who got a fucking gift against Yoel Romero. But yeah, that's all I got so far. I'm going to do some more tape study and kind of look at some spots to parlay. Talk it over with the boys on Thursday, see what they think. And of course, I will tailor John Lee as always for the culture. Yeah, exactly. Piper's a lock. Yep. Yeah, exactly. No, not pretty. He's very inactive. But he's younger. He's taken way less damage. And this is another thing, too. People are dogging him for that Rockhold shit. Like you said, inactive, fighting at altitude. He did almost finish Rockhold in the first round. Luke was Lukey Poo. He just fought Costa differently in seconds. Like, he was so desperate to get the takedown against Costa. So Costa spent the first round like having like an overhook and like punching Rockhold in the face with the other one. Yeah, it was not a good performance. He looked crazy, but again, it's altitude. This is they in the Badlands here, Bo. The Badlands of southern sunny California. I think narrative favors Costa. I think popularity favors Costa. Australia would be different. And I know Whitaker's popular, but we're just talking like MMA Twitter and that kind of just fan popularity. I don't know, dude. Palo's pretty fucking popular. He's pretty fucking popular. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Whitaker is categorically an easier fight than Israel Adesanya. By definition. I know he got finished quicker, but dude, Whitaker got fucked up by Izzy in that first fight. He basically got knocked out twice. And then he got dropped again in the second one. It's like, he ain't got no chin, man. Let Costa land a left hook on Whitaker's chin. Let him land a fucking overhand right. And I think if it's close, yeah, I could see Costa getting a fucking split decision. I think they're sick of seeing Whitaker over and over and over and over again in the title picture. That is not like a crazy stretch. Like, the UFC does like fresh blood. I'm just saying. Paulo is ridiculous. Imagine Paulo Costa knocking out Robert Whitaker and cutting a promo. Come on, man. You telling me they don't want that? Please. Why do you think they're rebooking it? What's Whitaker going to say? Oh, yeah, Paulo's a great fighter. He's really tough. I mean, you can see he rocked me. He busted up my eye. I think I'm doing my title shot again. What, Whitaker again? Like, come on, man. Don't nobody but his fucking Stan Army want that. For real. If you're a Whitaker cocksucker, you want it. But other than that, man, just let's see something else. Let's see some fresh fucking matchups. I got Costa, but yeah, of course I know there's a possibility Whitaker could win. I'm not saying you should be the favorite. And I'm not saying it's like crazy, but I think it should be more like Costa plus 125, plus 130, plus 135, kind of like that. Plus 185, creeping up on plus 200. Nah. He's not that much of an underdog. Not with that chin and not with the way he fucking punches. Did Whitaker drop Romero? Because I'm pretty sure Costa did with one fucking left hook. And Romero's a lot more durable than fucking Robert Whitaker. So I'm going to wrap it up. Not a bad stream. I think we had 5 people in here. Peaked out at 5. Whatever. Views have been down. Subs have been down. But, man, I appreciate the real ones that do keep showing up every week. So, yeah. Get this going on here.
All right, boys. It was a damn good stream. If I could find the band. So yeah, man, I appreciate everyone that came through. I hope y'all have a great week. Good luck with all your bets and stuff. Good luck with your tape study and your UFC 298 analysis. I will be back on this channel Thursday evening. So my next stream here will be Thursday, 4:30 or 5 probably, with one Aaron the Dog. You can also find me Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, this Wednesday, I will be on Aaron the Dog, MMA and movie trivia. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. I will be there with Aaron and possibly a guest. You never know. But that is Wednesday night. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Aaron the Dog is back at it. Now, like I said, Thursday I'll be doing the Cosmic Countdown, but I will also be with the boys at the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast, putting out another episode of that. So make sure y'all download that. For the pub contest, easy, simple to sign up for. Got to have good picks to win it, though. Congrats to Pimp Slap Pod on his first win. Backhanded that hoe. Congratulations. Big shout out and salute to the Dome, man. Y'all are the shit. I appreciate y'all showing up every week. It really is what keeps me going. Some people say, oh, dude, I would do this even if it was just me talking to myself. Bull fucking shit. Not me. I got to have somebody, even if it's just one person. So it really is keeping me going, man. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Download. But most of all, have a good week. Good luck with all your shit. I will be back here Thursday. And then I will also be back Friday to do my weigh-in show. I got to figure out whether it's going to be the official weigh-ins or the probably ceremonial weigh-ins. I like doing the ceremonial weigh-in pregame and then watching the ceremonial stare-downs. So that's probably what I'm going to be shooting for. But I'll put out the thumbnails and shit as soon as I can. But anyways, man, that's all I got. Thanks again. Y'all have a good week. Just my 2 cents. Catch you on the next one. Peace.